$9.95. Licensed and insured, Arid has low rates, no contracts, and no initial fees. Bees, spiders, scorpions, outside or inside. We've seen it and we'll take care of it. Arid Pest Control. For extreme reliability and extreme peace of mind, call today, 727-8343.
People told me I needed to slow down. I told them I don't know how. I'm experiencing things I've only dreamed of. I have my freedom back. So while some days might be harder than others, I know a place I can go where I can feel strong and supported.
Because with the help of my VA care team, I'm reaching new heights.
Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, May 29th. In our top story, Las Vegas Metro successfully seizes more than 800 pounds of marijuana from an alleged illegal grow operation. Let's take a look at what News 25 knows about that so far.
The Las Vegas Metro Narcotics Unit executed a search warrant Wednesday afternoon, May 28th, on an illegal marijuana cultivation site in the Northwest Valley of Las Vegas. According to authorities, the raid took place around 12:45 p.m. in the 4000 block of Sea Hero Street near the intersection of Alexander Road and Tenya Way. During the operation, officers uncovered and seized approximately 814 pounds of marijuana. Police say the grow operation was extensive and has been dismantled. This investigation remains ongoing, and police have not yet released any information about potential arrests or suspects involved. News 25 will update the public when more information becomes available.
And the massive cryptocurrency conference Bitcoin 2025 is wrapping up right now in Las Vegas. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers has been at the Venetian all week covering that 3-day conference and joins us now.
Bitcoin 2025 Las Vegas closes out tonight and marks the leading cryptocurrency's largest yearly gathering, which draws thousands of individuals from across the world. Bitcoin 2025 featured an array of leading industry figures who discussed the possibilities of the first decentralized cryptocurrency and where it stands today. Donald Jr. and Eric Trump offered their own personal accounts of what drew them to Bitcoin and why they believe it's the future of finance. Now let's hear what they had to say.
Las Vegas, we love you to death. We absolutely love you to death. Our family loves you. Hey guys, we're bringing Bitcoin to America, and America is going to win the crypto revolution. That much I can tell you right now.
When I see the growth from Nashville last year to this, you understand you're really on the precipice of something special. Truth Social, TMTG, committing $2.5 billion to a Bitcoin treasury.
Bitcoin administers peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authority or banks, while managing transactions and the issuing of Bitcoins is carried out collectively by the network.
Between the two of us, I think we're the most subpoenaed people in the history of the world. I think I've done more congressional testimony than anyone, and what we learned in those processes as we were debanked, as we lost insurance, as people that we would have been able to call and they would have picked up the phone call on the first ring for decades, no longer even answered. We realized how many of the traditional sort of TradFi systems were actually broken. I always likened it it was a Ponzi scheme that we were a part of that we didn't realize we were a part of.
Bitcoin is open source. Its design is public. Nobody owns or controls Bitcoin, and anyone can participate.
Every single person in here got those calls, right? I mean, Don and I were getting these on behalf of commercial buildings, on behalf of hard assets. Hey, guess what? Your bank account is gone. You know, the 600 people that you have working in the hotel that's 700 yards behind us right now that I built, You no longer have a traditional bank to bank that hotel because they don't like the fact that you're wearing a hat that's red that says "Make America Great Again." Guys, we probably would have never found crypto had it not been for the very same scumbags that were coming after all of you.
Through many of its unique properties, Bitcoin allows exciting uses that could not be covered by any previous payment system, according to its website.
I use this analogy all the time, but obviously I run a very big real estate company. Every Friday at 5 o'clock, we're waiting for a wire to come in. The SWIFT system is broken, but not a single person outside the crypto community has talked about this system that's so fundamentally flawed. It works 40 hours a week, barely. You have traditional banking in this country that runs 9 to 5 with an hour and a half lunch break. Go try and get a mortgage on your house. It takes 120 days, of which case at the end of it, they deny you even though they've banked you forever.
Bitcoin plans to hold its 2026 conference again right here in Las Vegas at the Venetian. Due to our current event's record-breaking success, Bitcoin 2026 will run from April 27th until the 29th. Reporting from Clark County, I'm Maria Centers for News 25.
Now, the Inyo County Sheriff's Office needs your assistance locating a missing person.
Authorities in California are asking for the public's help in locating a missing North Carolina woman whose vehicle was found discovered abandoned near Death Valley earlier this year. The Inyo County Sheriff's Office, in coordination with the National Park Service at Death Valley National Park, reported finding a 2009 white Chevy HHR in a remote area known as Slab County in early February. The location, just off Highway 190, is frequently used for winter campers. The vehicle was registered to 33-year-old Kelsey Pittman of North Carolina. According to officials, Pittman is described to be 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing approximately 130 pounds, with strawberry blonde hair and hazel eyes. Investigators say there was no immediate reports of Pittman being missing when the car was located. They continued conducting record checks for several weeks without results. It wasn't until recently that Pittman's mother reported her missing, telling deputies that the last known contact she had with her daughter was in November of 2024, during an interaction with law enforcement in Utah. Anyone with information about Kelsey Pittman's whereabouts is urged to contact Investigator Howard at the Inyo County Sheriff's Office by calling 760-937-3234.
Coming up in sports, congratulations to Angel Jackson, the only HBCU recruit to the WNBA from my alma mater, Jackson State University. All that and more about the Aces and the Aviators. Mikey Ruhan has it covered now in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators in action on Wednesday evening, taking on the Oklahoma City Comet. Dana Evans from the Las Vegas Aces throwing out the first pitch. Strike. A bunch of home runs later, Aviators win 8-2. Rematch this evening at 6:35.
In this third. Barkov cuts away from Orlov, slides it across, score! Carter Verhaeghe! And the Panthers go back on top!
Congratulations to the Florida Panthers on clinching their third consecutive trip to the Stanley Cup Final. Still waiting on the team out of the West, Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers play Game 5 this evening in Dallas. Kelsey Plum and the Los Angeles Spark will be in town this Friday to take on the Las Vegas Aces. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Don't grab that remote. We have much more local, national, and international news when we return.
The Fresh Start Tire event is happening now at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. If a new vehicle's not on your radar, this offer may be. 4 tires is as fresh as it gets, next to getting a fresh new ride, of course. But right now, buy 3 tires and get 1 for only $1. You heard that right. Start anew with this amazing offer, the best deal on tires we've seen in decades. Plus, available rebates on shocks and struts, brake pads, brake rotors, and tire monitor sensors during this Fresh Start event. Buy 3 tires, get 1 for $1 is a limited time offer. Limit 1 offer per VIN number. Eligible tire brands from Goodyear, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, General, Kelly, Pirelli, and more. See the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza for tire pricing and full details. Savings vary by tire. Additional tax and fees may apply. Offer subject to availability and may change at any time. Offer ends May 31st, 2025.
Struggling with opioid or alcohol use in rural Nevada? West Care Nevada is here to help. Our rural opioid and alcohol recovery program, called ROAR, offers medication-assisted treatment and support services to help you take back control. Since 1973, we've helped people build healthier, brighter futures. Call 775-751-6990. Take the first step today.
Attorney Jonathan Nelson, don't you want to tell everyone about your awards?
That's right, Rhonda. J.K. Nelson Law has received Best Attorney of Pahrump for 6 years in a row. We've also been recognized by Best of Las Vegas. So if you have a legal need, stop by one of our 3 locations in Pahrump, Summerlin, or Southwest Las Vegas. Give us a call, 727-9900. And remember, when you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson. To sit with a dog on a glorious day is like heaven. Where doing nothing isn't boring, it's peaceful. When the right dog finds the right human, it's as if it always was and always will be. They protect each other, love each other, teach each other. More importantly, they never let the other down.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, this Friday and Saturday, Golden Entertainment is hosting their giveaway, and it's going to be 4 kilos of silver. You heard that right. It's valued at more than $4,000. News 25 is speaking with their general manager to get details.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you? This is Elliot. I'm the GM over here at the Pahrump Nugget, Gold Town and Lakeside Casino. And I just want to share with you, this Friday and Saturday, we're doing our Piece of the Past giveaway. We're giving out 4 kilos of silver. You can come in and earn 300 base points. And we're going to be doing our drawing at 8:30. So come and check out get a piece of the past and get some silver. Right now, it's already valued over $4,000. Also, something we're very excited about for this summer, for you and your family, kids get the bowl free starting June 1st at our bowling center. Come here at the Nugget and get some free bowling for your kids.
Well, are you a reality TV show junkie? Whether it's people trying to find love or become the next big star, there always seems to be a hot new reality show that has everyone glued to the set. But why do they keep us coming back for more, and how?
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
It's another form of escape. Like, we watch movies to escape, we watch true crime to escape. This is not just another genre of TV that we can use to escape. And so it helps us envision what life would be like if we were in those situations.
Cleveland Clinic psychologist Shavonna Childs says that watching a reality TV show can be like going on a mini vacation. It allows us to take a break from our own problems and see what's going on in somebody else's life. Just like eating your favorite foods, Dr. Childs adds that watching your go-to reality show can light up the brain's reward system. But whether it's cake or a reality TV show, we want to avoid overindulging. Dr. Childs explains that it's important to take breaks from all the drama and conflict that is packed into these TV shows.
Know your limits. If it's becoming too heavy, if you're feeling triggered, it is time to watch something else. Turn to something lighter, turn to something fictional. Reality shows can get to be too much depending on which reality shows we're watching.
In today's electrifying VEA news, in your home, do the lights flicker and then die? Do your outlets sometimes seem to go dead? Is it a power outage? Well, before you call VEA, there could be a simple culprit. It could be a tripped circuit breaker. Valley Electric is sharing tips with us on how you can safely check your breakers, identify a tripped one, and get your power back on in no time.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
How do you check your circuit breakers in your home? Parts of your home, including outlets and entire walls, can lose power when circuits are overloaded. If power goes out unexpectedly in a part of your home, consider checking your home's circuit breakers before calling to report an outage. Here's how to do it. Find your electrical panel or breaker box. Inside, you'll see black switches. These are circuit breakers. If a circuit breaker is tripped, it may appear to be in the same position as the others, but it won't be fully in the on position. The switch will feel a little loose when you wiggle it. Find the affected breaker and flip it to the off position. If you don't think that there is an electrical overload, try flipping the breaker back to the on position. If the breaker trips again and you do suspect an electrical overload, unplug any appliances or other items in the area not receiving power. Then flip the breaker back to the on position. Wait a few seconds, then slowly begin plugging in and turning on the equipment to determine which item is causing the overload. If the circuit trips again when an item is plugged in, that item is causing the overload. Try moving it to a different outlet in your home. If the circuit continues to trip or if it won't flip to the on position, stop trying to reset the breaker. There may be a problem with that circuit or the breaker itself. If that's the case, you'll need to contact a qualified electrician immediately. If you have any questions, contact Valley Electric Association at 775-727-5312.
Well, what's the weather going to look like as we close out May and usher in June? Heat warnings coming ahead when News 25 returns.
It's the Memorial Day Savings Event at your hometown dealer, Saida Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, all month long. That means when you come in today, you can take advantage of incredible savings with Employee Pricing Plus. That's right, you pay what we pay, plus you get the cash allowance, like on select new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees, new 2024 Jeep Wagoneers, and new 2025 Jeep Wranglers. You could save an average is $8,200 below MSRP on new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicons and Mojaves. Jeep, there's only one. At Saida Trudeau, we've been serving our community for over 23 years. Pahrump is our home, and we're proud to serve our neighbors every day. Come see the difference for yourself. Come in today for the Memorial Day Savings Event going on now at Saida Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
Oh my gosh, I need to pay my electric bill. I don't want to get out of bed and get dressed and pay my bill. Wait, I have Smart Hub.
Download Valley Electric Smart Hub app on your mobile device today.
That was easy, right, Maggie?
Smart Hub, easy and convenient.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
That moment when people have outgrown their home and start looking for a new one. Each home is appraised to determine its market value, but one couple gets a low appraisal and cannot upgrade to a bigger house. Studies show that homes in Black and Latino neighborhoods are often appraised at less than fair market value. These unfair appraisals leave Black and Latino families stuck in place. If you believe your home has been unfairly appraised because of race or national origin, that could violate the Fair Housing Act. Contact HUD or your local Fair Housing Center. Go to hud.gov/fairhousing. That's hud.gov/fairhousing. Everyone has a right to fair housing. A public service message from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Now here's Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals giving us this week's tech tip.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals, and it's time for another quick tutorial. We have a user submitted question, and they asked, Josh, should I turn off my computer when I'm not using it? Great question. My answer to that would be yes, no, and sometimes. Let's talk a little bit more here. It really just depends on when you're planning on using your computer again, on whether or not you should shut it down. If you are going on vacation for several weeks, probably a good idea to shut down your computer completely. Why? Because it's going to consume electricity that's not necessary. It's going to put wear and tear on the parts of your computer when it's not necessary. So in those cases, yes, go and hit that start menu to shut down, turn it off entirely. But sometimes it's a little bit different. What if you are going to bed for the evening, but you're going to get up in the morning and you're going to get right back to that game of solitaire and you need it again? In that case, what I'd recommend is putting your computer into sleep mode. So basically what that means is instead of hitting your start menu and choosing shut down, hit sleep and put your computer into a hibernation where it's on, but it's not using as much electricity. It's not putting the wear and tear on those parts quite as much. Now, if you're planning on using your computer in a couple minutes and you go grab some lunch or a drink and you come right back, in that case, you want to go and have your screensaver enabled. That way it's not burning in the image of your computer into your flat screen monitor. We all love a good screensaver, and the best part is when you come back, you just move your mouse, wakes it right back up, and you're right back to use. So it's really personal preference with these kind of things, and there's no real wrong answer. It just comes down to what works best for you. And while we're on this kind of topic of power consumption, one question I get all the time as well is, Josh, on my laptop, if I leave it plugged in all the time, will it preserve my battery? And the short answer to that is no. Your battery is a consumable item. If you've ever taken a battery apart, it's basically a bag of chemicals that dissipates over time regardless of whether or not you're using that battery or not. So you're not going to save yourself a new battery down the road by just keeping it plugged in, because why? That battery is wearing down anyway. So the best answer is to get the value out of your battery, use it, because it's going to dissipate anyway. Anyway, I hope that answers some of the questions you guys have. Keep sending in more. Feel free to contact us via email, call us, stop in our store, submit your question, and we'll be sure to get it on the next quick tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam from Mount Arden near the Henderson area. And that is where our tower is looking over the Vegas Valley at the beautiful May Day. Some scattered clouds and a heat warning on the horizon after the break.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You are not living
Where have you
up to
been?
your full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
No matter who you are, life can be overwhelming.
Okay.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Oh man, I'm bugging.
Is that the best you can do? This mediocre work is
You're not reaching your full
Grades are
potential. Unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey, Dad. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
Can we get some air?
Of course we can, yeah. Grab your jacket.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
I hear that, yeah. So tell me what's going on.
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
My 15-year-old son, Ethan, and I had a fun and relaxing morning. We returned home, and Ethan walked to his best friend's house an hour later. I heard the ambulance scream by the street, carrying my beautiful boy. Ethan was shot in the head in his best friend's house with an unsecured gun. He had zero chance of survival. The father, the gun owner, he stored his 3 guns and bullets in a shoebox.
How do you feel?
That has to be the most horrific experience that a human could ever have.
David, would you give any advice?
First thing you do is not keep your ammunition with your weapons, and that your weapons need to be locked at all times.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Well, good evening, Nevada. My name is Rory Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios, and we're taking a look at Nevada right now. Up in northern Nevada, Fernley is seeing 92 degrees. Fallon is seeing 94. Carson City is at 90. Tonopah is sitting at 87. Goldfield's at 88. Beatty's at 97 degrees. Amargosa is at 102 degrees today. Las Vegas is at 99, and Death Valley is at 111 degrees. But here in the beautiful Paradise of Pahrump, we are currently seeing 97 degrees. The high today was 99. With sunny skies, the wind was blowing south-southeast at 9 miles per hour. Humidity 8% today, and the sun rose this morning at 5:28 and is setting tonight. At 7:54 p.m., the humidity raises up to 14%, and the wind continues to blow into the night east-southeast at 8 miles per hour. The low tonight's going to be 68 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. We will be seeing some pretty hot temperatures throughout the weekend. Tomorrow on Friday, which is the Pahrump Valley High School graduation, will be 103 degrees. On Saturday, it will be 101 degrees. The sun goes away on Sunday, and it's going to be 88. Sun comes back on Monday, it's going to be 91, 92 on Tuesday, 90 degrees on Wednesday, and then 94 on Thursday. Just like I always say, make sure to hydrate and bring that water bottle with you to graduation. We don't want anybody overheating. Back to the desk, here's Unette. Thanks so much, Rory. It's always great seeing your sunshiny face, and you have a better reason to smile and shine bright tomorrow during your graduation from the class of 2025 Pahrump Valley High School ceremony. So congratulations again to Rory and the rest of her graduating senior class. That does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
first time that I went to see him, a lot of stuff came into my mind because I wasn't prepared.